Well, across our region, we have a level 4 out of 5 severe weather risk, and that hasn't been seen across our area since March of 2023. So it has been quite a while, and you can see that we do have that level 4 risk for most of our counties in southeastern Missouri, as well as western Kentucky, and most of our counties across parts of southern Illinois. Things were a little bit active this morning, and we do still have a tornado watch through 6 o'clock this morning, and that is for most of our western Kentucky counties, as well as a few of our southern Illinois counties and some southeastern Missouri counties. But I do expect this watch to expire here in about 15 minutes, and that's because we're just not seeing those strong to severe storms that we were seeing earlier, and most of them are starting to track out of the region, though we are, of course, still seeing a few of those heavier storms work their way into Murray, Kentucky. But this is really only a taste of what's to come, and that's because a warm front is actively working its way through our region right now. We're sitting in the 70s across Poplar Bluff, lower 60s, though, in Metropolis and in Carbondale, and even the upper 50s this morning across Mount Vernon. As we go throughout the rest of the day, we are still going to continue to see that tornado watch here for another 15 minutes across the area. But as we get into the afternoon, we are tracking the possibility of a very significant severe weather event later on this afternoon and possibly a severe weather outbreak. And in addition to that, we also could see some flash flooding, and there's already a flood watch in effect for some of us. And again, we have that level 4 out of 5 risk across much of the area, level 3 a little bit further off towards north. But today's one of those days where I don't really want you to focus on what risk category you're in. You are just going to want to make sure that you are staying weather aware. And we'll go ahead and walk you through the timing here. Again, we're not going to be seeing too much through the 7 o'clock hour early this morning, but as we get into about 11 to 12 o'clock this afternoon, we are going to start to notice some storms form across much of the area. And these storms could become supercellular in nature and produce things like damaging winds, large hail in excess of 2 inches, and also a few tornadoes. And a few of these certainly could be on the stronger side. Now, as we get into the afternoon, those thunderstorms initially are going to move out of the area, but we're not going to be in the clear. We still could see a few of those supercell thunderstorms through 6 o'clock, but then this line is going to start to come through the region, and that's going to track from west to east. And this line is going to be capable of producing brief spin-up tornadoes, as well as some damaging wind in excess of 60 to 70 to 75 miles per hour. Possibly it'll track from northwest to south and east, and then we will still see possibly another line form behind it as that cold front starts to work its way through our region. So we do have several rounds of severe thunderstorms left to go. We likely won't see those storms exit until the cold front exits the region by about midnight. And again, we are going to see those temperatures tomorrow behind the front get into the lower 60s early tomorrow morning. So in terms of hazards today, we of course could see a few tornadoes. A few of them could be on the stronger side. The best chance of those tornadoes is going to be with that first round of storms, although we certainly could see a few of them with those lines of storms that come through later on today. We also could see some hail, possibly larger than 2 inches, and that again is going to be best observed with that initial wave of thunderstorms late this morning. We also could see some damaging winds in excess of 60 to 70 and possibly as high as 75 miles per hour, mainly with those lines of showers and thunderstorms. So certainly make sure that you are staying weather aware today, having multiple ways of getting alerts. Make sure you know where to go at work, school, and at home, and of course keep your cell phones charged. One of the best ways to keep in the know is through the Storm Track 3 app, but I also encourage everybody to keep their wireless emergency alerts on and have a NOAA weather radio. I just picked one up at Walmart yesterday. Of course, in addition to that, we do have a flood watch that runs into early Thursday morning, and that's because we could see up to 3 inches of rain across the area. That is why we have that high risk of flash flooding across parts of western Kentucky. So certainly lots to keep track of today. Certainly keep those alerts handy. And of course, we are tracking temperatures that are going to fuel thunderstorms into the mid 80s today. 75 for tomorrow, 68 for Friday, 74 for Saturday, 76 for Sunday, and 78 for Monday.
Today is just one of those days where you have to be hyper cautious and be really weather aware.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure that you will have the Storm Track 3 app, your wireless emergency alerts on. Never rely on outdoor sirens.
Yep, that's right. All right. Thanks a lot, Garrett. Well, when we come back, we'll have a look at some of our stories that you can expect in our next half hour. Plus, we'll have a local look at your morning sports. So stay with us. You're watching News 3 this morning.